Yes. Unit 5 Entrepreneurship Development Part 2. In the previous lecture, we discussed the definition of entrepreneur, a few definitions of who an entrepreneur is, and the skills or the characteristics for a person to be an entrepreneur. The agenda for this part 2 is what are the various stages through which an entrepreneurship development takes place, and what is the thought process in creating an entrepreneurship, or when a person decides to become an entrepreneur, what are the things that he should consider for becoming an entrepreneur. So before getting into the slides and PPTs, let us quickly revise the definition of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship can also be defined as an act of becoming an entrepreneur or the owner or manager of a business enterprise who, by risk and initiative, attempts to make profits. Now, majority of the businesses are set up with a sole objective of gaining profit. Let us proceed with part 2, entrepreneurship. Starting your business plan. What is the checklist to become an entrepreneurship? These are the few stages of effective entrepreneurial development. The entrepreneurial process is a major hurdle for every new and existing entrepreneur to overcome. From getting the right idea to eventually building a successful business, all the steps, actions, decisions made by every entrepreneur would have to be highly calculated and smartest possible way. Social media and generally the internet makes the process seem all graceful and stress-free. We can only see that how lucrative it is, how great it is, how they've grown, but we don't see the effort, the hard work they have put in, or the nerve-breaking situations they have gone through. So it is not just the grocery picture, goody picture that we see in front of us, but it is we have to concentrate upon the path that builds the business. First is empowerment. Learn from direct experience, business planning, vision building, acceptance. Now, if you go through few of the biographies of few of our eminent business people, say like Lakshmi Mittal, Steel King, Dhirubhai Ambani, Against All Odds by A.G. Krishnamurti, Hit Refresh by Satya uh, Nadella, Dream with Your Eyes Open by Ronnie Screwvala, and many more. All these books, the biographies, the stories of eminent business people will tell you their success stories. But mind you all, in those books, not only the success stories are glorified, but the failures or the path they chose and their experiences during their journey are shared largely. Now, the point is that the entrepreneurship or a business is not set up in a day's time, or it is not an overnight journey. It is a journey which has to be taken care for years together. So you should have short-term plans, long-term plans to take on your business every day and every day. Empowerment stages. What should you learn and understand from these different stages? So awareness is something which you become aware of who yourself are, about the capabilities, the resources that you can generate, and you become cautious about what are your dimensions, what in which way you can spread your business. Acceptance, for example, Let us just let us take an example for creating an awareness. Say you are a son of a business tycoon. For you, setting up a new business may have a different agenda than somebody, say, who belongs to a different background. Say his parents or his family background is not a business background. Somebody has to be he has to start everything from scratch. So the dimension of your business opportunities and the dimension of you being an entrepreneur changes with your awareness of being aware of who you are and what are your capabilities and what are the resources available with you. Acceptance. So whatever you know about yourself, you have to identify, recognize, and accept all your strengths and weaknesses. Vision building. So you have to start seeing your business getting into reality. Is your dream, which you have to bring it to into reality, and set goals like after 5 years where and how your business should lie. You have to set goals for you yourself because you are an important entity in your business. Business planning. Develop a plan and action the plan to achieve the vision. So now, in accordance with the vision that you have set for yourself and for the business, you have to develop a business plan. And a plan on a paper is just like is just like with no planning. So you have to give actions to this plan to achieve the vision. Learn from direct experiences. So you will always implement the plan and see what are the results. Like you will always take feedback from whatever actions you are doing. These will be your direct experiences. Empowerment becomes empowered. The competencies required match and the personal strengths and weaknesses and his goals. So now you empower yourself. You yourself are self you start becoming self-sustained. So you know your limitations, you know what things you're good at, and hence you try and flourish your business. Next, the major aspects of entrepreneurship. The first idea is identification of market opportunities and the generation of business ideas. So now, in the available market, whenever you are a new entrant to the market, what should be your steps to become an entrepreneur? The first one is identification of market opportunities. So, in the wide variety of the market, where do you lie and what are the possibilities that you can undertake as your business idea? So, now when you generate the business idea, the second step will be gathering and commitment of resources. So you require financial help, you may require technical help, you may require legal help. So you may not be good at everything at the same time, which is not needed. You may develop these things, you may gather good people, you may meet people, you may go to the financial institutes and you may pursue them about your plan and their financial help if possible, and so on. So gathering and commitment of resource in the face of risk to pursue the opportunities. Next, creation of an operating business and business of organization to implement these business ideas. Now, once you have an idea, once you have the resources, you have to create an environment, an organizational environment to flourish this business. Opportunity recognition. Now, how do you recognize the opportunities? You have to select certain opportunities and take the real world situations around you, the changing conditions, the leads, lags, the knowledge gaps, chaos and confusions, whatever around you is going on, you should be well versed with this and then find a window of opportunity. It is like a ray of hope for you, which will be giving you an idea that yes, this is my place where I can set up my business. Say, for example, Let us consider a situation in the market where plastic was banned. Now, can you think of a business idea in such a situation where plastic is completely banned in the market? Yes, this change in the condition of the market can be thought about as a new business opportunity. So when plastic is banned, say those plastic straws are not allowed. So now, can you think of of a company who is manufacturing a better idea to do it? Do you have a better idea to replace all the plastic around you step by step? Yes. So this is a window of opportunity for you. Next, the entrepreneurial process to identify what are the steps through which this flowchart tells you how do you develop a comprehensive or promising business plan. So these are the few steps. Is something is you decide to go get into the business of your own self. Say you're working somewhere else, or you're new, you have just finished from your college, or you have finished with your studies, and then you deciding to getting into business of your own self. So now you do your own analysis, and you assess your own potentials. You find appropriate product or service ideas for yourself. Now, how do you do it? You buy a business, start a business, or you acquire a franchisee. There are different options in which you can be your own boss. Then you have a feasibility study, which is the best suited opportunity for you. It may be a technical opportunity, then technical feasibility, market accessibility, and financial viability, based on which you will set up what type of business you are doing. It is like a search. It is your searching and identifying business opportunity. Organize your business structure and legal requirements. Protect your idea so that no one else can copy your idea. Arrange the necessary financing and develop a comprehensive business plan. These are the steps or the flow through which you will go in identifying a business opportunity. Generation of business idea. Now, how do you generate an idea basically? This flow chart tells you how do you generate business idea. Search a product or service idea. From your, say you are working at some company and you try to develop a separate module in yourself from your hobbies. Whatever you like, you are doing it. Say you are a painter and you start an art gallery of your own self where you sell your own paintings, and you make an opportunity for other some upcoming painters to exhibit their talent also. Then you have, from your casual observation or your market research, you generate certain business ideas, and from deliberate search. It may be through magazines, through trade shows, or some exhibitions, government agencies and departments who have, say, you have startup.org. On this website, you have thousands and thousands of business ideas. They are ready to give you financial help. Then there are certain non-government agencies. There are certain business competitions where you can exhibit your ideas and see how well they are accepted in the market. Evaluate the possible alternatives, determine your preferences, and then you can narrow down your search for your business idea. Now, how you select upon the right opportunity? You have many ideas with you. How do you finalize upon a single opportunity? Identify your business and personal goals. You research your favorite industries, then segment in the industry. Find out the problems in such an industry which is your favorite stream, and through brainstorming sessions, through discussion, meeting people, experienced people, and then you can compare the possible solutions and focus on most promising opportunity that you feel is right to get into the business. Characteristics of the ideal business. Now, when we talk about anything ideal, okay, may it be our electronic components, these are certain things which is hypothetical. What can be a idea of hypothetically an idea of ideal business? A business which has no investment, a business which is readily acceptable in the market. It does not depend upon any supply and demand. It does not require any supply, and it require for it as an input no labor force or very less labor force. Profits are enormous. Buyers are really waiting for your business. All these are certain characteristics of ideal business. There are many more to come. Receives favorable tax treatment. Your business falls in a category where you have some government subsidy. It has a receptive established distribution and whatnot. So this is a very much glorified picture of how a business can be. But in reality, this situation may not occur. This is something which every business person wants. He wants a very favorable environment for his business. These are nothing but characteristics of ideal business. But there are market issues you have to understand before getting into any business, like what products or services are you going to sell. These are the certain questions that your business plan must answer. To whom are you going to sell? Who is your audience? Who is your target market? Does someone represent you or distribute your products or services? Somebody is on your behalf. Is somebody going to take further your products or services? How do you promote your sales? What are your marketing strategies? How do you price your output? And what do customers expect from your business? These are certain questions that you should be able to answer before getting into any business. So here we stop with this unit 5 part 2. Let us get back to few more videos in which we will be further discussing unit 5.